Hey soul fam, Amelia Adair here. I hope you're feeling well, doing well. And we jumping right into part 2. Alright, we was heating up yesterday and we was getting into some things. For those that are new to the channel, welcome. We welcome you. On the channel, we heal, we elevate, we grow, and we work on being better versions of ourselves than we was yesterday. Alright, soul fam. And it's early in the morning, and y'all know I love this morning breeze, this morning feel, this morning peace. It's so beautiful. All right, and that's how y'all already know we're gonna have a great message video today. So, as we were speaking about in part 1, if you didn't check out part 1 and you just made it to part 2, so it's all great. Check out part 1 after. All right, and we ended with when you have love and you have a healthy relationship, it brings you to a whole nother level spiritually, okay? And it brings you in a different frequency as well, all right? And then when you have two, when you're a couple, when you a two healthy couple, you guys elevate so naturally and you guys float so naturally that it's twice as hard for the adversary to come and pull you down, okay? So that's why it's also important to be a strong individual before you even jump into a relationship, okay? And so what you got to understand, soul fam, is when you are in love and you are trying to build a healthy relationship, then you are trying to build a fantasy, okay? Adversary loves fantasy, and if you don't know, we just using that word for conversation's sake, okay? It's a way to describe a negative force, okay, which is different for everyone spiritually, all right? So substitute how you substitute. Now, when the adversary sells you a fantasy, right? Sells you a dream, right? That is far-fetched from reality. And it seems so pleasurable. It seems so great. It seems so amazing. It seems so real. And you buy into it and you fall into it. Now you're chasing not something that's unattainable, but you're chasing something that's going to take, God is going to be trying to pull limbs and move mountains daily to maintain, okay? And not to say it cannot be done. Obviously, there's always exceptions to the rule and things like that. We get it, okay? We're not talking about the exceptions to the rule, all right? But when you put yourself in those positions and then you get there, right? You get there and then you're unhappy, who are you going to be crying to for peace, love, and joy? Right? Who? Because we all know money cannot buy you happiness, okay? I heard someone say, it could buy you things to make you happy. Listen, soul fam, fantasies, illusions, peace and love and connection is built, okay? It's not bought. It's just not. And when you lay your head down at night and you continue to think that, this fantasy is going to fulfill you, and you lay your head down at night, in this different type of misery, okay? Because you keep on ignoring your true feelings and your true emotions, and you keep attaching them to non-God-like things, okay? So when you think about non-God-like things, okay, say you buy yourself this wonderful Porsche, okay? You got this Porsche. Not to say it's not great to have a Porsche. We'll love a Porsche, right? If you're sitting in that Porsche and you looking around and you analyzing everybody's life and you lonely in that Porsche and you built no connections and you sitting there with that Porsche and you have something to say and you want to express yourself and that Porsche mumbles back absolutely nothing but, I didn't quite get that. Could you repeat that? Right? That Porsche mumbles back a robotic response. You're going to be crying in that Porsche, you know, instead of a Civic, right? You're going to be unfulfilled. Now, let's put it in context. Now, if you're sitting in that Porsche and you have your family that you are a part of, that you are building, right? You have your love, you have your wife that's been holding it down for years, that's been building with you, that's been loyal to you. You have your husband that's been loyal to you, that's been building with you. So fam, you'll be happy in a two-door buggy. As if you in a Porsche. You're gonna be in that two-door buggy. You're gonna be laying in that little cooped up tent. Listen, happy inside. You're gonna be smiling. You're gonna be laughing from a genuine space that's built over time. Now, if you just get your Porsche and you wave down some people that's happy about your Porsche, right? You're gonna be laying down with them people, and we all know when that Porsche is gone, so are they. When that money gone, so are they. And then you sit with yourself and you be like, wait, so you don't even like me. You don't even like who I am. You like the things that I have provided physically, but we don't have no real connection. And eventually you're gonna have to still go back and do that work to heal yourself within. Why are your relationships always failing? When we fail in a relationship, we look at the other person. Oh, they were this. Oh, they were that. Oh, you know, they did this and they do that. And they're this type of person. And then they're past. And then okay, great. Now, what about you? Now, what about you? The number one problem, maybe number two, but I'm saying number one, is we love to go like this, so fam. And she and he and she, and we're not physically doing it anymore because we done matured. I mean, we done age. We ain't mature. We done age. And so we pointing the finger away from us. We are deflecting that mirror away from us. And when the relationship fails, we go to God. We say, God, you sent me someone and they were this and they were that and they were this and they were that. Sometimes we don't literally go to God. We go to our friends and people around us and whoever will listen. And we point the finger and we tear that person down. And we lift ourselves up. Right? Because we were perfect. We did everything correctly. But that's the funny thing, so fam, is when that person is sitting around explaining and pointing the finger, they say, I know I'm not perfect. And tearing someone down. God said, listen, I sent you 6 people. And all of them had too much wrong with them that you couldn't be brave enough to have a conversation. Let's speak about having a conversation, so fam, when we building these relationships, right? Because we love to sit around and tell somebody about somebody else. Sit down with that person and have a conversation, okay? What is a conversation? Let's just get into this small, big detail. Okay? A conversation, not an argument. A conversation, not a war. A conversation is a way for two individuals to sit down and express their needs and wants, while one person listens, takes notes. Okay? And then it switches, right? So say you're the one voicing all your concerns, you know, excuse me, about this individual. One, keep it realistic. Okay? Sometimes we want to change someone into a completely, like, it's not who they are. When you're trying to make shifts with someone and change with someone, you're trying to bring them up. All right, so you're getting to the root of the problems. You're having a conversation about situations that happen, and they have to be facts. Meaning, y'all have to have that experience together. Okay, not making up things like women always do this and men all do this.
Just
listen, so
like
fam.
I ain't never gonna be rid of her.
One sec. Go ahead, babe. Morning.
Yeah.
Listen, soul fam, you'll never get anywhere. You'll never get anywhere because you're trying to have a debate with the individual that stands for themselves and their actions, and you're trying to have a debate with them about a whole race and generation of people. Women always do this. Do you know how broad that statement is? And now you're putting that individual in a place to fight for all women. You'll never get anywhere. You'll never get anywhere. It's just like, get to the real problems, Rufus. Get to the real situation here. What's really bothering you? What did this person actually do to you? Because if you're sitting around and you're upset about a race of people, a generation of people, then y'all should have conversations about that separately. Don't take that baggage. Bag lady, bag fellas, you gon' miss your bus. Don't take that baggage of beliefs and disappointments and put it on someone that has absolutely nothing to do with it. Maybe she may do something or he may do something that reminds you of this. Still in all, get that maturity and say, hey, I do not like that tone, or I don't like when you use that word. It just triggers in ways that, have and say it in a loving way. Don't wait till you get frustrated and blurt it all out and just be blurting out stuff and have no control and be all over the place. No one's ever going to take you serious. Y'all want to have a serious relationship, and then y'all coming in playing too many games. Being too immature. Being unrealistic. Going on social media, absorbing all of the trash, all of the toxicity, because someone has, they have 15 million views. This is God. No, that's not. That ain't God. That ain't fact. Taking in all this trash, filter what you watch. If someone comes on pop up on your screen, right, so fam, and they sound and look something as a complainer. Morning. And they're coming in and women and men and women and men and women and men and women and men and pointing those fingers. Turn that screen off. We don't need that baggage. We don't need those complaints in our life. We don't need bothered people coming in, interrupting and disturbing what God got going on. You done soaked that in. Now you believe in it. Right? You soaked it in. Women. Let's see what they say about women. They say so much stuff. I just be like, ugh. Women, I don't even know. Fill it in. Women, ... Fill it in. You probably already did. Men, ... Right now you believe it. You believed it. Your subconscious mind believed it. Right? Now you're in these relationships with those false beliefs, creating unnecessary drama. Someone in the media relationship failed. There you go. Yep. See, black women. See, black men. They don't stand for this race. You have to start, when you hear these news and you hear these people, take it like a grain of salt, soul fam, when you bring it into your life. Take it like a grain of salt. Because if you're not walking day to day with these people, and you're not around them for a comfortable 4 hours, 3 hours a day, and you don't have no relationship with them, no rapport, take it like a grain of salt. Whew. So man. Love is being attacked right now because of its powerful abilities. Okay? Love is being attacked right now because it's the biggest hope any of us have. And if the adversary can pull you far away from love, far away from those connections, and keep you standing by yourself and attack you and get you to fall, job well done for him. When you were standing there by your alone, think of it like if you was in an actual battlefield, right, that you can see, right, and everybody throwing bombs, and say it's a real like World War II, World War III, and there was bombs being thrown and shots being thrown, shots being shot, and you pulled away from love, and you pulled away from your leader, and you standing there alone with no one to come and protect you or work with you or think with you, and you just standing there by yourself with a white flag. You don't think you a target? You think that little white flag gonna save you? You think that little white flag gonna save you? You gonna be standing prey, a standing target, and one more win for the adversary, and one less win for love. Okay, and the smaller that pool gets, it may shrink. Okay, it'll never disappear. The smaller that pool could get, and the stronger the adversary could get. Don't be fooled, soul fam. Because no matter what the adversary sell you, there's one thing. I would say all, but I know there's always those exceptions to the rule. There's one thing, okay, that we all love, okay? And when we think about it, our sparks start flying, okay? Yeah, you just thought about it. And it's unmatched, okay? So, think about some things, so fam. Think about what really brings you pleasure, what really brings you joy, what really excites you from an inner space. Whew. That inner space of, I'm gonna say joy, okay? Because it all boils down to it. And think about it. Choose wisely. All right? So fam, we're gonna start hiking down. And we're gonna take a piece of paper and write down the things that we value and why it has value in our life. What is the effect it has on us when we have these relationships, when we get past these hurdles? A lot of times, so fam, we're afraid to confront a hurdle, thinking we can never get over it, losing that confidence, not realizing this hurdle is gonna build you up and make you stronger. Yeah, there's a lot of love in relationships, and yeah, there's some pain there too, but it doesn't overpower the rewards you get from successfully getting through things with each other as a team, holding hands as a team. All right? And there's no I in team. All right, so fam, that's enough for us. We're gonna wrap it up. In order to be a part of the Soul Fam, all you have to do is subscribe to the channel. More importantly, apply the knowledge. Applying the knowledge is key if you really want to succeed and see things start to shift in your life in a positive direction. All right, so fam, I appreciate you. Get out, get a hike on, get a run on, get your body movement. Don't just be laying around. Let's get it going. Be busybody. Burn those calories. It don't hurt nobody unless they got some problems with themselves. All right, so fam, thank you so much for tuning in, and I'm gonna see you at the next one. Bye for now.